I just remembered a dream I had recently, like a few days ago, and it really made me realize how much I've changed as a person. It's like it was a recurring dream, or very similar to a recurring dream I had as a child. This dream that I had recently, I was here in my house, I was in my kitchen, and there was this intruder that came into the house, and I was holding a knife. I'm just like, I'm standing in my kitchen, I'm holding a knife, and I'm like holding myself, and I'm like, you better leave, and I was just trying to get them out. And you know how dreams are, they're a little bit chaotic. And so I went through my dream, and I was in different places, but I was still like defending myself and like holding my ground. It wasn't like I wasn't scared. I wasn't like afraid of what was happening. I was more like irritated and frustrated, like, ugh, why do these people keep breaking into my house? Why do they keep, destroying my boundaries? I woke up the next morning and I told this to my husband, and I was thinking about it all day. And that is when I remembered the recurring dream that I had as a child. I used to have a recurring dream where I was in familiar places, whether I was at my aunt's house, at home, but I would be just by myself in view of like my family. Like I would see my aunts like hanging laundry outside. I would see my cousins playing, but this cheetah would like appear out of nowhere and start to attack me. It was just like I couldn't move. Every time I tried to yell, nothing would come out. And I felt afraid. I felt scared as a child, and I didn't understand at the time why I was having those dreams. It wasn't until much later that I realized out now, now that as an adult, I understand why I was having those dreams, as a child, where I felt I felt helpless. I felt voiceless, like no one was listening to me. Like I couldn't, I couldn't. As a child, you do feel helpless. There were so many adults around you, and you're not always in control of the things that happen to you. I was raised by a single mom and her sisters. I had my cousins. My cousins were my siblings for a long time. We were always together because, again, my mom was a single mom, so I was always with my aunts and my cousins because she was working, and so they became like my siblings. Again, with this whole season that I'm going through, with this becoming, rediscovering, showing up as me, just, being this authentic version of myself, it's allowing me to finally feel safe within my body, to be able to go back to those memories, revisit them, think about the feelings that I was feeling as a child and now as an adult, where I am in control of the things that I do. I am in control of where I live. I am in control of what I do. I'm really not the same person. In this dream, I was defending myself. I had a knife, girl. I was like, you better leave. But as a child, I would let myself, maybe not let myself, but it would just happen to me. As a child, things would happen to me. But as an adult, I've learned that I'm in control of, a lot of my own actions. And if things happen to me, they're not happening to me. I feel like things happen for me. Everything happens for a reason. Everything that you've gone through has shaped you into this person that you are today, this wonderful being. I just saw 404 as I looked at my camera. But every experience has shaped you into this beautiful, amazing person that you are today. You may not believe that you're beautiful or amazing, but you are. You're beautiful, you're amazing, you're here. This is, tying back into my life here. I was defending myself. I defended my boundaries. I say, hey, you're not allowed, so leave. Not allowed. I'm from Hawaii, so I spent most of my life, my entire life there, until I moved here in 2023. Now that I'm in Vegas, I feel like I have grown exponentially from the person who I was back in Hawaii, back home. I speak up now. I am definitely not the same person. I am not people pleasing anymore. I'm not going out of my way to do things for others. I do things because I love to do things. I do for others. That's one of my love languages, is acts of service. I love to do for people. I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer sun. I have a Cancer stellium. I love to do for others. I love my family, the people that I love, my loved ones. I love them with a passion. And now that I'm away, I've grown so much. I've grown emotionally, spiritually, physically, and I feel like that dream was me reminding myself that I have grown so much. I have come so far. The person who I was just even a year ago is not the person who I am today. You know, we're supposed to grow, we're supposed to change, we're supposed to evolve as people. I mean, if you're in the season 2, you know, you're outgrowing your old life or your current life where things are changing, things are growing. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of all of us who have come this far, who have acknowledged the pain that has happened in our past, worked through it, alchemized it, and let it become wisdom. You let your pain become wisdom, because everything that you've gone through has made you wiser, has brought you further, and you're still here. And I'm glad you're here. If you made it this far, I'm so glad you were here. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one, friends. Take care.